Okay, so I'm just going to put this on video. So this happened to me a couple of weeks ago. I was sitting in my living room on in the recliner. Okay. Well, actually I was asleep. I had fell asleep. So I was like laid all the way back in the recliner. And I had a blanket over me and it was like like all the way like that far. It was covering everything. I was like bundled because my house is really cold. So I'm asleep. Um, then I feel with what I thought was one of my children come and like get on top of me and like lay on my chest. And so there was like a person laying on my chest. And I was just like, oh, it's one of my kids. Cause my kids are always like laying on my chest or laying on my body in some way. So I thought it was one of my kids. And so I started to wiggle because I was trying to get my hands free from under the blanket so that I can come around and hug them. I was just like, I'm just going to hug them. Um, but when I started to wiggle, they applied more pressure so that I couldn't get my hands free. I was like, well, wait a minute. This isn't my kids because my kids aren't going to do something like that and like force me to just stay down. So whatever, it was like forcing me down. And now I'm like, wait, what is on top of me? So now I just start saying Jesus and I start saying Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Now, not out of my mouth because I tried to say it out of my mouth, but nothing came out. So I just start thinking it and I'm like, Jesus, Jesus in my head. I'm just saying it over and over, Jesus, Jesus. And then finally there was a release and whatever, it's gone. It's off of my chest. And so, but I was still struggling. So I sprung up because I was still struggling. So when the release happened, I sprung up. And so now I'm sitting straight up and I look around. I realize I'm the only person in the room. And I'm just like, I didn't have a moment to think though, because right as I sat up, it was like sit up, boom, slideshow, slideshow, boom, 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 boom. And it was like all these hieroglyphic images. They were all black and white. They look like calculations. I say that because I'm a math teacher and I know what calculations look like, but it was all so fast. I couldn't really grasp what was happening. It was just like slide, 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 slide. And I just was in a trance even. I was just like sitting like boom, 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 boom. And then finally I'm like back. I was just like, what was that? What was that? What were those slides? What was that? What was that? Like, that's where, and I don't have an answer. I'm just telling you what happened. Um, it was strange. Now, I have had, the chest thing. I guess people call it sleep paralysis. I've had that before, but not for a very long time have I had that happen to me. But the slideshow, that was new. I've never had that before. And it was just so interesting. It really, to be honest with you, it felt like something I know. It felt like something I was remembering. That might sound weird. Oh no, I'm not. I promise you guys I'm not weird. I swear. But it felt like um something I know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to say. I just because I really don't know. Um, but I would love to see those slides again and like slow it down because I couldn't tell you what was on even one of them. Although I do know your subconscious processes at a lot different rates. So I do believe that my subconscious processed whatever information that was. Um, but like the conscious me, I don't know what the heck that was. It was just like boom, 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 boom. Anyways, you guys, that's I just thought I'd share. Let me go do my hair. Um, yeah, crazy, huh? All right, carry on.